Hello again, welcome to Cooking Around's channel. Hello. What do I have for you today? Another treat. Buttered Masala Halloumi curry. Boy, that's a mouthful. But it's better when you put this in your mouth. You know, you guys really love these Indian dishes, so I have to keep them coming. Just try this one. Absolutely awesome. Great vegetarian dish. I know you're just going to love it. Let's get going. Get a pan, put in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Keep the heat on medium high and let's go. Now when the heat is up, let's add about 2 cups of peeled chopped sweet potatoes. And what we're going to do now is just mix it around in the oil to blend it in so nothing sticks. And when we get it, like almost cooked, you can see those little brown spots on it, then we're going to add the real good stuff. Let's add 1 cup or 1 package of halloumi cheese. This is basically a salty curd cheese, anything that has a slight melting point. And now bring the temperature down to medium. Now after about 3 minutes of moving it around so it does not really stick, what I like you to do is remove it into another pan at this time for later use. Now here you can see that I washed the pan. You don't have to, but when it comes to cheese on the bottom, I'm not really into this glaze and stuff. So let's add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and let's move that all around at medium heat. Now let's add 1 medium onion chopped. You can chop it very finely if you want. Add 3 minced garlic cloves. Add 1 tablespoon of minced ginger and let's move that all around for about, say, a couple of minutes. Okay, here we go. 1 teaspoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1 teaspoon ground coriander, and half a teaspoon of white ground pepper. Boy, that was a mouthful. Now let's fry this a little bit, and I want all these spices to be sucked into the ginger, the garlic, and the onions. So let's just go for, I say, about 3 minutes. Now to get a nice, rich, thick taste when it comes to the sauce, I want you to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now I want you to fry the tomato paste and incorporate it all around. Okay, now you can see it is blended in absolutely perfect, and this is exactly what we want. Now here comes the creamy part. I'm adding 1 cup of coconut milk. If you want, you can add the whole can, but depending on the size of the can and how thick that you want it, so you're going to have to take the measurement at this point. Increasing the heat to medium high, I want you to, basically cook it like this until you see some stripes coming on the bottom here as I stroke it, and I want the sauce to be a little bit on the thick side, just like this. Now let's make it even better. I'm adding about 1.5 cups of tomato sauce. If you don't have tomato sauce, you can use tomato juice or you can use ground up tomatoes. That depends on you at this point. So let's just go for about 5 minutes. Now to keep this dish vegetarian, I'm adding 1 cube of veggie stock, and of course it has to be low sodium. Why? Because I like to control the amount of salt I put into my dish. Now let's return our sweet potatoes and cheese into this mixture. Of course it looks clumpy like this, but just start breaking it up slowly. It's all going to go into its place, and this is basically what we want. Just look, it's rich, it's thick, it's spicy, it is really out of this world. You have to try it. Now we let this go for another couple of minutes, and because the sauce is reasonably thick, I would ask you to give it a little stir every now and then. Now this part is very important. Because of all the spices, I don't like to use too much salt. So you need to taste the mixture and see if you have to add salt. Now as for me, I'm just going to add about 1/3 of a teaspoon, and that will make it just perfect for me. Now just one more step, you don't have to. I have to make sure that the potatoes are soft and cooked. So grab yourself a large potato, stab it in the middle. If the fork goes easily in, you know that the potatoes have been done properly. Are we done yet? No, we're not. I would like you to add about, what I'm adding here is about, what, half a bag or a small bag of spinach leaves. And I want you just to put it on top just like this. And now I would like you to cover it, reduce the heat down to a simmer, and let it go, say, for about 5 minutes or until the leaves have withered a little bit. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's take a look. Boy, that really looks good. I'm telling you, but are we done? Not yet. Now I'm adding about half a cup of chickpeas, and since they've been in the can, they're very easy to cook. It does not take long. Now we're going to cook it for a little bit longer until the chickpeas are tender to the bite. So you're going to have to test it. And now I want you to take a lemon wedge and just squeeze the juice out of it just like this into the mixture. Now we are basically done. So here comes the torture part. Just take a look at this. You know, this is really an awesome Indian dish, and it's a vegetarian dish. I really love the cheese and the potatoes and all these spices. And this is so easy to make, and you can serve this with anything. Now, I am going to serve this with rice. What kind of rice you use, that's up to you. So, we have reached the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please watch my other videos, and once again, I have to say goodbye from Tony and Cooking Around.